animation curve looks kind of scary to work with, I think I have a way that I can simplify this for you and make it click instantly. So I made this ball animation here where there is a keyframe at the bottom, a keyframe at the top, and a keyframe at the bottom again, right? And it just basically loops around. Now this ball animation is kind of bad if we look at it, because it just kind of like hovers up and down. It doesn't really have that real ball motion where it lingers a little bit in the air and it quickly bounces off the ground, right? So if I select this middle one here and I press Control Tab, you can see I go into the curve editor and I have now selected that one keyframe that we selected out here. So what I like to do before we do anything particular is that over here I want to set it to individual centers, because if I don't, you can see here if I scale my curve, it's just going to scale it all and it looks really weird. But if we set it to that individual centers and I select the middle keyframe here, you can see I just scaled that individual keyframe there. So you can see if I scale this up, it already kind of looks a little bit like we have that motion of a ball where it goes down, bounces up, lingers in the air, and it goes down again. Lingers, go down, up. It still feels a little flat when it hits the ground. So if we go back out here and I press C, and I just paint over these and I paint over these, Control Tab back in, and I can then scale this down. You can see now, you can really see that curve that a ball usually have when it bounces. So let's try and play, see how this looks. So it lingers, bounces off, lingers, bounces off. And I think this is like the most simple way that I can explain an animation curve. So essentially, if we scale a curve up, it lingers longer on that keyframe, and if we scale it down, it quickly moves on to the next keyframe. And this is sort of the way that made it kind of click for me.